Okay, it's about 2 o'clock. I'm still at my sister's. I've been working on this since 7 o'clock. My attorneys asked me to put these receipts, videotape them, or take pictures. It's impossible to take pictures. There's just way too many. These two receipts are typical of some things that she did during our marriage. Here's a lamb jacket that she bought on the day before my birthday for herself. And this sort of thing happened often. I've moved into my sister's house back in early January and packed a lot of things away because I'm trying to lessen her intentions and hopefully keep from going into the poorhouse here. This particular thing is not necessarily jewelry. I mean, she always thought she was entitled to so many more things than just jewelry. I mean, she bought a new purse every couple of months. She bought a new pair of sunglasses every couple of months. I mean, she bought clothes, so many unbelievable amounts of clothes. I mean, the jewelry is just the icing on the cake. But anyway, these are jewelry items that she started purchasing. Now, some of these purchases did start happening in like '02 and '03, but for the most part, this stuff happened like after about '06, '07 into '08, '09, and '10. These are the receipts of various things that she purchased on eBay and PayPal. And again, my attorney asked me to put these out on a poster board or something so that I could take pictures of them, but it's just not possible. There's just way too many. So I've laid them all out, the ones that I found in the house, and here we go. I mean, these are accountings of things that she was either bidding on or purchased, most of which I'm sure she purchased. I mean, most of them have notes that she is the winner, the high bidder on eBay. And again, most of these transactions took place somewhere, most of them between '06 and maybe '09, '10, somewhere in there. And again, I want to say that the frequency in which she purchased things went down, but in general, the price of the item went up. She started purchasing fewer things, but the things that she purchased were of much more value. I mean, she had purchased, some of these items are up in the thousands. And I tried to lay some of the ones that I found out so that we could have an accounting of it to show the court. And keep in mind, too, the other receipts that I showed you, it's hard to focus on the receipt, but a lot of those receipts, it wasn't just one item. Sometimes those receipts would have numerous items on them. Yes, most of them did have only one item on them, but very many of them had 2 and 3 and sometimes multiple items, or she would buy 2 of the same item. And she did that a lot. She would buy one thing for herself and then buy something for somebody else. You know, it's like every birthday, every Christmas, if one of the kids or I or a friend got something from her, you can assure yourself that she purchased that same thing for herself. Like a Garmin. I remember a Garmin. I remember a Bluetooth. She purchased me a Bluetooth. She purchased herself a Bluetooth. Mine happened to be a Father's Day present or a birthday present or some special occasion for me. But for her, it was just because she was so entitled. The phone was the same thing. She decides she wants herself a new phone, so she goes out and buys me a new phone and calls it my birthday present, and she calls it just a phone for her because she needs it for her business. And she did that with computers and all kinds of stuff. I mean, everything she bought multiples of, and she always got one of it, whatever it was. Anyway, these are receipts of many of the things that I found in the house. Some of which, or most of which, might be either have been given to her or in that safety deposit box in a Commerce Bank in Vista, which she claims that all these things were gifts from some dead relative. I mean, I don't know how many dead relatives she had, but I can't imagine she had this many. Anyway, look at, again, I've laid these receipts out on numerous countertops all over my sister's kitchen to try to get an accounting and give somebody an idea of the volume of what was done. And I honestly and truly believe that this was done in the intent that she would amass this wealth. I asked her a couple of times about some of these purchases early on, and her comment to me was that, oh, all this stuff is just for investment purposes, and I'm not keeping most of it. Most of it's going back. I'm sending it back, and the rest I'm just keeping for investment purposes. Well, investment for who? I mean, I don't understand. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now, and hopefully the court will take a look at these and make a judgment. Thanks.